Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to Puppet Bahay with Nicolo. Yay! All right, here on Puppet Bahay, we talk about anyone or anything that has to do with puppets. So if you like puppets, well, you're on the right show. If you remember last week, we had a very, very special guest, Tito Carlo Magno. Tito Carlo is an awesome puppet maker. He's also a fantastic ventriloquist and shadow puppeteer. And if you want to check out that episode, you can always go to the Puppet Bahay playlist on Facebook or on YouTube. Today we have another special guest. That's right. He is live streaming all the way from Indonesia. An awesome, awesome ventriloquist. Let's welcome on the show Mr. Suhu Imin. Hello! Welcome to the show! Yay! Oh, turn on your microphone. Don't forget you're on mute.
Okay. Hello, Nicolo. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm doing fine and good afternoon. How do I call you, sir? Do I call you Suhu or Imin?
You can call me about Suhu or Imin. It's okay.
Okay, first of all, we need to give you a big round of applause for being on the show. Yay!
Thank you. Thank you. It's so pleasure to be here. Thank you for
Okay,
inviting me to your show.
yeah, that's right. Actually, Suhu, before we start the interview, go ahead and say hello to everybody who's watching, please.
Hello, everybody. It is so nice to be here. I hope you enjoy the show for the 50 minutes, I think. I hope you enjoy.
Right,
Let's
there
go,
you
Nicolo. Let's go.
All right. I think you're all ready. But Suhu Imin, Mr. Imin, Suhu, my friend from Indonesia, before we start the questions, we'd like to show everyone who's watching some photos of you.
Uh,
Please check this out. you go, Mr. Suhu Imin from Indonesia. All right, my friend, where in
Yep.
Indonesia are you live streaming from? What part of Indonesia?
Actually, in South Jakarta, Tangerang,
South.
Tangerang.
Oh, South Jakarta. You know, Indonesia is a very, very nice country. We've dreamed of going to Indonesia, hopefully in the near future. All right. Okay. Now that
Oh, wow.
everybody has seen your very, very nice pictures, everybody can see that you're a professional ventriloquist. My first question, Suhu, is when did you start doing ventriloquism? When?
Oh, when? Wait. Well, I started learning ventriloquism at a very young age. I think around 9 years old. I found a book in my school library that teach me how to do ventriloquism. The book is Sulap Suara from Marium. So 9 years old. It
Wow,
was
see,
fascinating. Yes, it was fascinating and occupied my time, and I'm doing it as a hobby ever since.
I
That's
see.
fine. Yeah.
Suhu, before you became a ventriloquist, were you, I don't know, were you a singer or maybe a dancer or maybe a
Oh,
magician?
I'm actually a magician.
I see. All right. You know,
Yeah.
ventriloquism and the magic arts are, we
Yes,
can
of
call
course.
allied arts. They can go
Yes.
together anytime. And I
Yeah.
know a lot of people, I know a lot of magicians doing ventriloquism, and you're actually it's actually a good combination.
Yes.
Ventriloquism and
Ventriloquism is actually an illusion, sound illusion, right?
oh yeah,
Yes, it's an illusion. So we have to do an illusion, but sound illusion. Sometimes we do voices apa, now with the puppet or with the distant voice. So that's I think that's near illusion. Ventriloquism
I
is
agree.
illusion. Yes,
I agree with you because ventriloquism is just like magic, is also an illusion. Wait a minute, let me adjust the volume of your microphone so everybody can hear you. There you go. Now you're louder. I think everybody can hear you better right now. Okay, Suhu,
yep.
uh, who inspired you to be a ventriloquist?
Um, I don't really has a specific uh, mentor. Since I used to learn through the books and video, but the first book I read about ventriloquism was written by Mr. Mariun, uh, an Indonesian senior ventriloquist. He was a ventriloquist. And these last couple of years, I tried to meet some senior in ventriloquism, such as Mr. Gatot Sunyoto. Unfortunately, he passed away last year.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, fine.
All right, Suhu, I believe ventriloquism in Indonesia is very, very active. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there are several groups in Indonesia, several groups of ventriloquists, or is there only one group?
I don't know exactly, but actually there is one group, big one group, ventriloquist Indonesia, and then little group, there's a sulap suara, and then the other Christian ventriloquism, as the little community.
I
But
see. So
there are a big community called ventriloquist Indonesia community.
that's right. So the big community in Indonesia, you call it Ventriloquist Indonesia, and
Yeah.
then they are subdivided into smaller groups like Christian ventriloquists. Hey,
Yes.
that's nice to know. You know, Suhu, we've been noticing posts from ventriloquists from Indonesia, especially from your post that. ventriloquism is quite active in Indonesia. Very, very active. You have plenty of ventriloquists, even female ventriloquists, right?
Yes, yes. We have several female ventriloquists here, but it was there's no there was no female ventriloquist, but now we have female ventriloquists. So many, so many female.
Right. Okay, before we continue the interview, Suhu, we'd like to show everyone that our good friend Suhu Imin from Indonesia also participated on Vent Asia. There you go. I'd like to just show everyone that you were also part of Vent Asia. It's an Asian ventriloquist event in celebration of the International Ventriloquist Month last July, and Suhu Imin represented Indonesia. That is why the International Ventriloquist Society Philippines, or IVS.ph, awarded him this certificate for being part of Vent Asia. Vent Asia was very, very active because we wanted to show the world that ventriloquism is very, very much alive in the region. You know, Southeast Asia, composed of, well, actually, not just Southeast Asia, but the entire region of Asia. You know, we had Indonesia, Philippines, India, Japan, and Singapore. It was a very nice event. And if you want to catch that event, Vent Asia, the replay is still available on Facebook and on YouTube for free for everyone. All right, let's go back to Suhu Imin. Suhu,
Yeah,
Indonesia has a very, very rich history of puppetry. Just
yep.
like I believe, just a few weeks ago, you had the National Wayang Day in Indonesia. It's the
Oh,
national
yeah.
puppet day in Indonesia. So my question for you: how come you became a ventriloquist and not a dalang?
Yes, yeah. Actually, first I want to tell you about wayang. For our audience, wayang is one of Indonesia's national heritage. It is a kind of puppetry performance which is quite traditional, of course, and presenting the story from the ancient stories. I think. And
Yes,
uh, I think there are for the ventriloquism. I have to say that I think there are big difference in comparing ventriloquism with wayang. I think while in ventriloquism we are performing dialogue between ourselves and our figure. In wayang, sorry, in wayang the puppet master we usually call that we call it wayang dalang.
that's
A
right.
single handedly has to perform a story which need to play dozen of character of wayang. In most part of the story, the dalang didn't put himself inside the story, just like in ventriloquism. No, like that.
All right.
So, am I dalang? I think no.
So I think one of your friends is saying hello to you. Smile, Vivi. He said,
Oh yeah, my
from
TV. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Indonesia.
yeah.
Hello. Hi. All right. Very good. Okay. You know what? We've had on the show, we've had two dalangs already. One is dalang for wayang kulit, and the
Yes.
other one is a dalang for wayang wong. So we are quite familiar with the rich history of Indonesia as far as puppetry is concerned. Okay, now let's go back to you as a ventriloquist. Who makes your puppets?
Oh, uh, so for my puppet, I think I have several puppets. For for your information, this one is my first puppet, Cozy.
Wow.
Actually, Posey is not a real puppet. I found it at the children's toys. He is he actually a backpack, you know. So he has a zipper, and then I modified it. What I'm trying to say is, uh, if you have a passion about something, just do. Even you don't have, just like me, I don't have a puppet, I don't have a fancy good. I made it myself. This is my first puppet, and till now, he's my best friend. This is my first puppet. That's
I
uh,
see. You know what,
yeah,
Suhu? That's a very, very nice story because a lot of people are interested in puppetry. They want to be puppeteers, they want to be ventriloquists, but they find the fact that they should need a puppet very, very difficult to find puppets, especially in the
yeah,
Philippines and maybe in Indonesia as well. So that's a very good point that why don't we make our own puppets? And that's a
yes,
good
of
thing
course.
you did. From a bag, now
Yeah,
Fuzzy
he's a
is a
backpack.
puppet. He's a
Yes,
all
he's a
right.
backpack. Actually,
Okay. That's actually a
I hope
very, very
I
nice
hope I'm
idea.
inspiring our audience here.
I believe you are because children, ladies and gentlemen, even the teachers and the librarians, I'm sure can you show them Fuzzy again? Can you show them Fuzzy again? There you
Wait,
go.
okay,
Wow.
and I modified him. You
Whoa,
see,
that's very, very nice.
this is for backpack. I cut it, and this one too. I cut it, and then it becoming my ventriloquist puppet.
Wow, that is so cool. Hey, let's give him a big hand. That is so cool. All right. Now we have an idea. So, children, ladies and gentlemen, even the parents, even teachers who are watching, if you want to be a puppeteer or ventriloquist, there you go. Now we have a nice idea from Suhu Imin. You can just
Yes.
buy a bag, any character, monkey or whatever, and then turn it into a puppet. That is so nice. Do you know anything about tailoring or sewing? Because you did a very good job.
No, I do it myself. Actually,
Oh,
I like illusion. So if I found a puppet, I make an illusion. It's like this. This is a not a ventriloquist figure, but I use my hand to make him live, just like that. So for our audience, just do what you love.
right. Wow, that's a very, very cool idea. That is so cool. Even if it's not a ventriloquist puppet, as long as
Yeah.
I remember you said earlier, as long as you have the passion, your
Yes.
passion will help you be creative and find out ways how to make your own puppets. Very, very well done. Suhu Imin from Indonesia. Okay, now, I like Fuzzy, no doubt about that. I like him and I also like Grover, no doubt about that. But do you have any puppet that you bought from a puppet maker, maybe from the States or maybe, I don't know. Do you have anything that you bought ready
Uh,
made?
I bought. You remember Karan?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
one from Vent
Yeah.
Asia. Oh, yes.
Yeah. This is a devil puppet, because I always asking myself, from my angel side, my Satan side, you know. And then I realized that what if I make a puppet looks like this one, a demon, I think,
Right.
representing my my negative thought, maybe, so that I can be an angel. That's right.
That's a good idea. We all have our well, I don't know if I should say it, but we all have our negative side sometimes. So
Yeah,
having a negative thought expressed through a puppet is quite a good idea. Very, very
yeah.
well. All right. Now, Sue, who made the devil puppet? Was it you? Did you
This
also
this
make?
is oh, this is my friend, Indonesian puppet maker. Now we have a puppet maker in Indonesia. His name is Mastri. Yeah,
Oh,
did it very well. Did it very well.
yeah. He looks so nice. Very, very visual and very expressive face. Don't scare me. All right. What's his name?
His name is Karan, means two horn. Karan means
Kara.
two horn. Karan. That is two horn.
Karan.
Actually, I
Kara.
name it Karan. It's also from quarantine, the pandemic,
Kara.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Yeah, quarantine. Hey, Kara, don't scare me. If you scare me, I'll scare you back.
Yeah, that's him.
All right. Don't scare me. All right. Very good. Okay. Now, my next question, Suhu, where do you get the ideas for your characters? You know, as a ventriloquist, we should never run out of ideas. So, where do you get ideas for your characters? You have Fuzzy, you have Karan. What else do you have, and where do you get these ideas?
Sometimes I watch a movie and then I make imagination in my head, and then I I imagine that I'm the puppet, and then I play the puppet sometimes, and that inspire me. The movie, also a kids movie, maybe a kids movie like Sesame Street, or the Muppet Show. Sometimes I watch other ventriloquism, ventriloquist at the other country, and then I make my own figure.
I see. Very cool idea. Now, Suhu, when you watch cartoons, you said kiddie movies, cartoons, you get the ideas for the puppet. Do you also get ideas for the character, maybe the voice?
Yes, of course, because ventriloquism need a character and the voice. But first of all, I have to find a good character and face of my puppet, and then I think about it, what kind of character that shoot him sometimes. But sometimes I find the character and then I make, just like Karan, I find my the character and then I made the puppet.
All right, but what about, for example, the script? Where do you get the ideas for the script and the routine? You know, this is a difficult part of ventriloquism, especially in your country where you have so many ventriloquists, just like in the Philippines. You have so many ventriloquists. Sometimes the script they sound familiar, sound similar. So, where do you get ideas for an original script?
Yeah, sometimes I found it at the movie, and then a comedy movie, and then sometimes I talk to our fellow ventriloquists in Indonesia, and then we share we share our thoughts, and then sometimes the ideas come from him, come from the other ventriloquists.
I see. So, you know, it's a group effort,
Yes, our
it's a
community.
group effort where you get your ideas from fellow ventriloquists in your
Yes,
group, and then you exchange ideas, and then you come up with an original idea. Here in the Philippines, we have so many ventriloquists. Uh, Unfortunately, the scripts sometimes are very, very similar. You know what I mean?
yes,
Sometimes they tend to copy, or maybe even the amateurs, the newbies, the ventriloquists. Well, we don't
Yeah.
blame them because we all started from that. I confess, we all
Yes.
started from being inspired by the seniors or the
Yes.
older ventriloquists, like foreign ventriloquists, like maybe Jeff Dunham, Terry
Yes. Yes.
Faith. That's
It's
right.
a good ventriloquist.
Paul Winchell. That's right. Yeah, yeah. These are really, really famous ventriloquists. And one way or another, they might have inspired us. But, well, of course, after a few years, we find our own act and we make our own script, right?
Right. 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 Just
All
like
right.
me. Sometimes we combine. It's okay if we combine the script because make it suit to you. When I perform magic or ventriloquist, sometimes because the idea is so many, we don't know that our maybe original for me, but maybe in other country there is a similar idea, and then we don't know. It's like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I
okay.
agree.
I mean, it's okay, but don't copy it 100%. Don't copy it 100%. Make it
Yeah,
suit to you. Suit to you. It's
yeah.
okay because just like what you said before, that we started from that too, inspiring from the other, and then we make it ourselves.
Yeah, sometimes who even if the act is original, uh without copying anyone, sometimes it turns out that somebody has done it already or has a similar act simply because I'd like to think that smart people think the same. So
Yeah,
so you didn't copy it from anyone. You didn't copy it from anyone, but it was just a coincidence that somebody
yes, coincidence.
thought of a similar thing, right?
Yes, and then they said that we are copying his act. No, we are think about it, and uh, all of a sudden it's the same. I don't know why.
Right, that's true. That's so true. Even in the Philippines, there are very, very similar acts. Although some ventriloquists admit that they copy other ventriloquists because they were inspired, but
Yeah,
especially
sometimes
the
it's
new
fun.
ones, the amateurs. But soon enough, they will discover their own style of performance, style of performing, their own style of script writing, and
Of course.
eventually they will have their own act. Okay.
I think
All
just
right.
I think just like sing, Nicolo, just like sing. You can sing as same as the other, but your fans were waiting for your sing.
Oh, that's a very, very good point. Yeah, that's so true.
Everyone
Even if
wants to hear you sing, even the same song, but
that
everyone wants to hear you sing.
That's true. That's a very, very good point. So, even if it's the same song, your fans, your followers, your loyal clients would
Yes,
still like to hear you sing the same song because even if it's the same song, you have your own style of
yes.
interpreting a song, right? All right. So we'll take a very, very quick gap, and then when we return, we will ask you to perform for everyone. Is that okay?
Oh, okay, okay.
All right, don't leave. All right, our good friend Suhu Imin will be back in a little while. Please don't leave because when we return, he's going to perform for all of us. I wonder if he's going to use Fuzzy or I don't know, maybe Sakran. I forgot the name. We'll find out in a little bit. But right now, we'd like to invite you to please watch our streams. All right, these are our live streams. We have four shows we'd like to invite you to. Every Sunday, I do maybe the old songs with Nicolo. That's right. On this show, I sing old songs, hoping old songs will bring back memories, fond memories to you. All right. Mondays, we have Puppet Bahay with Nicolo. Here on this show, we feature puppeteers from all over the world. We are so lucky because today we have an awesome ventriloquist from Indonesia. When we return, we will watch him perform a short act for all of us. Every Wednesday, we have Mga Kwento ni Lola Osna. All right, Lola Osna, Grandma, features people from all walks of life. Thursdays, we have Enchongo videos, where he features some really, really nice and funny videos. Before we go back to Suhu Imin, we'd like to thank our sponsors, starting with Service Bay Car Care Center. If you have any problem with your vehicle, please check out Service Bay Car Care Center. Teka, ba't pa ako nag-i-English? Tito Wanlu naman eh. Tagalogin mo na nosebleed na ako eh. Punta lang po kayo sa Service Bay Car Care Center if you have any problem with your vehicle. Hanapin niyo lang po si Sir Romulo Peralta, si Sir Romper. Matutulungan niya po kayo sa inyong mga problema sa mga sasakyan niyo. Party Bits and Pieces, event styling by Ananta. If you want an awesome party, awesome decoration, please go to uh, Party Bits and Pieces. Really, really cool. All right. You can get in touch with them through Instagram or Facebook. Party Bits and Pieces. We also have USANA supplementary medicine. Ayan, Tito Wanlo, nabubulol tuloy ako. USANA. All right. Get in touch with the USANA Independent Associate in Antipolo, Miss Mary Lou Martires. Hanapin niyo lang po siya sa Facebook, Mary Lou Martires. If you want awesome quality props, get in touch with DV Magic Shop. DV Magic Shop, you can order through Facebook, Shopee, or Lazada. We'd like to thank as well our friends from Pastarific. Basta Pasta. Pastarific. And ito pong Pastarific, ready-made na pasta sauce. Magluluto na lang kayo ng noodles tapos idadagdag niyo na lang 'to. Naku, ang sarap. Anong paborito mo, Tito Anlo? Yung pesto pasta? Tapos ako naman ang favorite ko yung vegan longganisa. Si Lola Ost naman ang favorite niya yung laing. You can also order through Shopee. Hanapin niyo lang po Pastarific. RPP, Rodel Puppet Productions. Tito Rodel Salak is helping Tito Wanlu send a couple of free puppets to Puppet Coup Puppet House in Malaysia. It's a big museum. At alam niyo po, wala man lang puppet na galing Pilipinas. So we will send two puppets courtesy of Rodel Puppet Production. Home Care PH, if you have any questions about COVID, prevention or cure, get in touch with Home Care PH, Mr. Joey Duque. Axel Expressions, makers of high quality latex puppets. Steve Axtell from California will help you with your puppet needs. Any character you want, just let them know they have it. Again, that's Axtell Expressions. Last but not the least, we have Monster Milkshakes and Ice Cream. Nako, ang sarap nito. Favorite ko yung bubblegum flavor. Tito Wanlo, anong favorite mo? Ah, yung favorite, bubblegum rin. Ay, good. Okay. Monster Milkshakes and Ice Cream, the makers of the very first ice cream pie in the Philippines, and meron din silang business plan just in case you want to be a dealer a dealer, or a supplier. We'd like to thank as well our guest for today, Mr. Suhu Imin from Indonesia. Thank you very much for being on the show, Mr. Suhu Imin. And when we return, he's going to perform for all of us. But before that, next week, joining us here on Puppet Bahay is another fantastic magician ventriloquist, Mr. Mike Applegate from the US. He is a retired US Navy JAG Corps Master Chief. Now he's a magician and he's also a ventriloquist. Check it out. Check him out next week here on Puppet Bahay. This coming Wednesday, Lola Osna will have Sang Pascual. Si Ate Sang po, events host, napakagaling. At saka, hindi lang yon, artista rin si Ate Sang. Nako, pag pinakita namin sa inyo yung mga videos niya, sasabihin nyo, ay, siya pala yon, siya pala yon. Ayan, si Ate Sang Pascual this coming Wednesday with Lola Osna. If you want to help us, please send any help through GCash 0921548390, or you can send stars to support our stream. Malaking bagay po if you send stars. Makakatulong po sa amin yan. Alright, bago natin balik si Suhu Imin, we have good news. We are back on the new channel TNC. We have short clips which will be shown on the shows of the new channel. Look at your screen. The puppet stories will now evolve to the puppet short stories. Wow! This is coming soon, releasing soon on the new channel TNC. All right, welcome back to the show, and I'm sure you're all pretty excited because I am so excited as well. Let's welcome back dun, Suhu Imin from Indonesia. Yay! All right, Suhu Imin, take it away.
Okay, hello, my audience. I will introduce you with my friend, my dearest friend, Fuzzy. Yay! Thank you. Fuzzy, say hello. Hello! I can't hear. Yes, this is online. This is online. Oh, I see. This is online. Is it already online? Yes, we are already online. Oh, okay. Oh, for the information, Fozzy is a magician. Oh, yeah? Yes, you are a magician. No, I'm not. What? I'm not a magician. You are a magician. No. So who you are? I am a wizard. A wizard? Yes. A magician. A wizard. No, a magician. A wizard. Why did you call you are a wizard? I'm not dead. Okay. Well, Fuzzy will perform some magic with this one. Oh, a needle. That's right. I'm a wizard. We are going to voodoo someone. No, voodoo someone. This is not a voodoo. We are going to perform balloon through needle through balloon. Oh, it's boring. What? It's boring. Boring? Okay. What about this one? What is that? A spoon. Spoon? Yes. We will going to melt it. Oh yeah? Yes. Let's try. Concentrate. Okay. Concentrate. Look at the spoon. Okay. Cozy. Concentrate. Okay. Oh, I forgot. This is I have to feed you first. I have to feed you. My audience, Cozy love to eat this one, the ball. The ball. He like to eat the sponge board. Yeah, looks delicious. Oh, no, 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 no. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Ah, okay. Now we. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Let's do the magic trick. Okay, let's do the magic trick. Okay, 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 okay. The spoon bending. The spoon bending. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Okay. The spoon bending. Concentrate. Concentrate. Okay. Concentrate. Concentrate. I'm hungry. No. No, don't eat the spoon. No, 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 no. Don't eat the spoon. Fuzzy, let it go. Let it go, Pause. Let it go. Let Fuzzy, let it go, Pause. Let it go. Let the spoon go, Fuzzy. Pause. Pause. What are you doing? You ate the spoon. Sorry, I'm hungry. Okay, thank you for inviting me here. Thank you for Nicolo. Thank you for our audience. Thank you very much. I am Suhu Imin from Indonesia.
All right, there we go. Wow. Thank you very much, Suhu Imin and Fozzie. Suhu, it's so difficult to combine magic and ventriloquism, but you did it very well. Well, ideas like this are so hard to find and so hard to, combine magic
Yeah.
and poetry, and the routine is very, very well done. All right, Suhu. Before we end the show, can you tell us a bit about the pandemic? What happened to you during the pandemic? Did you encounter any problems? In the Philippines, we had so many
Yes,
problems.
yes, yes,
All
yes,
the
yes.
shows were canceled. What about in Indonesia and you particularly, specifically,
I,
your
I,
experience?
yes, I believe about pandemic. I guess the same thing happened to all type of entertainers since the pandemic make us unable to do show or gather a lot of people. On the first year of the pandemic, there are almost no request to do performance, I think, in Indonesia. Even the national TV station stopped making the new production and only relying from old taping stock. But on the second year of the pandemic, everyone started to adapt, just like online. And there are a lot of shows doing online. So in order to cope with the condition, I managed to get myself better to perform online. It's like you see this, for example, by upgrading my computer and also making a convenient stage for my own show. Just you see this one for the online show.
Wow. Actually, that's a very nice setup for an online show. You have your
Yeah,
backdrop, lights, the camera, the stand, the computer. That's a very nice
the
setup.
lighting.
What
I
about
believe slowly but sure everything will become normal again.
I hope so too. I certainly hope so. Now, Suhu, what about the rates, the fees, from live show to online show? Did the fees change? Did you charge a lower rate?
Yes, of course, because we are not charging the transportation, of course, of accommodation, of course. So it must be lower.
I see. It's very much the same in the Philippines. We do virtual shows, online shows, just like what you said, and the rate was about 50% off. Wow.
Yes, yes. Sometimes 50, sometimes 60 or 70.
Sometimes even more, huh? The same
Oh,
in
yeah.
Indonesia.
Depend,
Actually, I was
depend on
informed.
what funny, how funny you are.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
For
everyone need to entertain now. Pandemic, everyone needs to laugh together.
I,
So
you know,
they need
Suhu,
to
I
see.
was also I was also informed that it's the same all over the world, even in the States, even in UK, the United Kingdom. They do virtual shows and the rates drop dramatically. But that's very understandable because it's not an actual live performance. So the rate went down. But now, just like what you said earlier, we're hoping that everything will be back to normal soon.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
Okay, Suhu Imin, before we end the show, would you like to say anything to all the people watching, not just in the Philippines, not just in Indonesia, but from all over the world? A lot of people watch this on replay. So go ahead, let them know what you want them to know, especially about the art of ventriloquism. Go ahead.
For our audience, if you have a patient, anything, just do. Just do and make your own style.
Wow, those are very, very strong words. If you have the passion, just do it and you'll have your own style. Very, very well said. Suhu Imin from Indonesia.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, it's such an honor for us to have you on the show. We are hoping we can do more shows with you in the future. Maybe part two of Vent Asia.
I hope so. I hope so.
All right.
Anytime,
Okay.
brother. Anytime.
And we hope to meet you in Indonesia when we go there after the pandemic, God willing. All right.
Of course. I wait to hear.
All right. Thank you very much, Suhin. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yay! And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Suhu Imin from Indonesia. What an awesome, awesome ventriloquist and magician from Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, puppetry in Indonesia is a very, very rich history. They have a strong history of wayang kulit, wayang wong, wayang golek, and all sorts of wayang. And now they also have a very, very strong ventriloquism group, Ventriloquist Indonesia. And Suhu Imin is one of those ventriloquists propagating the art of ventriloquism in Indonesia. Before we end the show, again, we'd like to invite you next week. Next week, we will have Mr. Mike Applegate. He's an awesome magician, ventriloquist. He's also a retired U.S. Navy JAG Corps Master Chief. We'll see how he learned to do magic and ventriloquism while he was in the U.S. Navy. That's going to be very, very interesting. Also, we will have Sang Pascual with Lola Osna on. Teka, Tito Wanlo, nag-i-English na naman ako eh. Ba't ba tayo ng English? Wala na yung kausap natin, Englishero. Okay? Okay, so this Wednesday po ang kasama po ni Lola Osna si Ate Sang Pascual. Yan, panoodin niyo po yan. Si Ate Sang po ay napakagaling na events host and actress. Pag pinakita namin sa inyo yung mga commercial niya, sasabihin niyo sigurado, ay, siya ba yun? Panoodin niyo po yan sa Wednesday. Again, if you want to help us, please send anything to GCash or you may also send stars. If you send stars, nako malaking tulong po sa amin yan. So please do, all right? Okay, before we end the show, we'd like to say happy birthday to Jose Corazon de Jesus. Okay, kilala niyo ba si Jose Corazon de Jesus? Aha, si Jose Corazon de Jesus po ang unang hari ng Balagtasan. Birthday niya po ngayon. Kaya nga ako nakabarong. Nakita niyo ba yung barong ko? Ay, teka muna, tataas ko. Lilipad lang ako, teka, para makita niyo yung barong ko. Yay! Wow, yan ang barong kong ganda, no? Oh. Pinili ko yan sa palengke, 150. Ganda po, no? Kaya ako nakabarong because I want to say happy birthday to Jose Corazon de Jesus, ang una pong hari ng Balagtasan. kaltasan. Ayan. Si Jose Corazon de Jesus din po ay kilala sa pangalang Hussein Batute. And just last week, we did a show for the Cultural Center of the Philippines, ang Awit at Tula, Pagbibigay Pugay, kay Jose Corazon de Jesus. Ginawa po namin to sa Pulilan, Bulacan. Nung Friday lang po yan. Ayan po ako, tsaka si Tito Wanlu. Opo, si Tito Wanlu po yan. Sabi niya, sabihin ko daw, pinatanda lang siya sa makeup. Kaya ganyan. Ayan, tinula po namin yung tulang sinulat ni Jose Corazon de Jesus, yung isang punong kahoy. Tapos kumanta rin po ako, ayan, yung bayan ko. Aba, 'di ba? Alright, yan po yan. O pakita ko ulit sa inyo, baka yan. 'Di ba nakakatuwa? Kasi kaya kami natutuwa kasi, ah, can you imagine we were part of a big production ng Cultural Center of the Philippines. Aba, hindi biro 'yun, And nagkataon po na birthday ni Jose Corazon de Jesus. Kaya again, nagpupugay po ako kay Ginoong Jose Corazon de Jesus. Alright? Ay! Ano ba yun? Sorry po. Teka muna. Yan, sorry po Okay. Dahil birthday po ni Jose Corazon de Jesus ngayon, ay kakanta po ako ng awit na sinulat niya. Oo, pero pagpasensyaan niyo na po kasi hindi naman ako singer, Pero gusto ko lang po kantahin ito para, pagbibigay-pugay ko na rin po kay Jose Corazon de Jesus dito po sa Puppet Bahay. Watch this. Ang bayan kong Pilipinas, lupain ng ginto't bulaklak, pag-ibig na sa kanyang palad, nag-alay ng ganda't dilag, at sa kanyang yumit at ganda, dayuhan ay nahalina. Bayan ko, inihag ka, nasadlak sa dusa. Ibon mang may layang lumipad, kulungin mo at umiiyak. Bayan pa kayang sakdal dilag, ang di magnasang makaalpas. Pilipinas kong minumutya, hugad ng luha at dalita, aking adhika, makita kang sakdang layang. Bayan pa kayang sakdal tila, ang di magnasang makaalpas. Pilipinas kong minumutya, hugad ng luha at dalita, aking adhika, makita kang sakdal layang. Aking adhika, makita kang sakdal layang. Layang. maligayang bati po kay Jose Corazon de Jesus, Ginoong Jose Corazon de Jesus, ang unang hari ng Balagtasan. And speaking of the show that we did for the Cultural Center of the Philippines, ipapalabas po yun this coming Friday. That will be November 26, 6 p.m. sa Facebook page po ng Cultural Center of the Philippines, Office of the President. Yung pong kinanta ko, Bayan Ko, ay sinulat ni, of course, ni Ginoong Jose Corazon de Jesus. Thank you, Janelle. At least may natuwa, isa lang, kahit na isa, at least natuwa ka, Janelle. Hindi, kinanta ko kaya. Alam mo na ngayon, Janelle, kung bakit ako nakabarong, ha? Dahil birthday ni Jose Corazon de Jesus, ang unang hari ng Balagtasan. Lumulutang ako. Alright, hanggang dito na lang po ang show namin ngayon. Thank you very much for joining us. And please do join us again next week. Huwag niyo po sanang kalimutan, laging binibili namin ang sabi ni Kuya Daniel, huwag mong sikaping maging mabuti ka sa paningin ng iba. Ang sikapin mo, maging mabuti ka sa paningin ng Diyos. Hanggang dito na lang po muna. We'll see you again next week, God willing. Goodbye! Tito Wanlu naman, ako nakabarong, ikaw naka-t-shirt.
Formal na formal ka.
Ikaw alam ka formal-formal, ya.
Baby, if you ever wondered, thank you very much, Suhu Imin from Indonesia, for being on the show. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got kind of tired of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the Hi, Janelle. Maybe you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. Bye. Heading up that highway, leaving you behind. Hardest thing I ever had to do. Broke my heart in two, but baby, pay no mind. The price for finding me was losing you. Memories help me hide my lonesome feeling, far away from you and feeling low. It's getting late, my friend, my love, I miss you so. Take good care of you, I've gotta go.